Hi, this is Flo, and I'm just taking a break from some of the things that I'm doing at the moment. And what I am looking at is the new 6.17143, and it's the Cricut Design Space. Now, this has now rolled out to everyone, I hope. It was rolling out this last week. Now, as you can see, when you come to the home screen, which is what you open up as, and you've chosen whichever machine you've got, and I've got the Maker 3 that I work with. Now, you've got three little tabs up the top here, and it says For Beginners, Holiday Ideas, and Everything Labels. Now, as we had before, we have feature images, and if you come over to this side, you can go through the featured images and check out what's in the featured images. You can come down to My Projects, which you've been able to do for a while, and then there's the top video playlist. Now, this is quite handy if you want to just find out in a very short video what to do with something, and there's quite a number in there. Oh, there's only a short number in there today. Now, they've got the Great Maker 3 for Beginners videos, they've got Creative Holiday Seasons, and they've got the Cricut mugs in there, and Organise Your Life. And then, whoops, we've still got more to go. Now, there's the Thanksgiving images, and although we don't do this in New Zealand very well, they do it in other countries. Now, you've got your creative cards in here, and they're really pretty. I've done several of those. You've got from the community, and this is recently added ones that the people in the community have done, and they've uploaded for you to do them also. Now, you've got the endless possibilities with the Maker tool. So if you've got the Maker, you can do all sorts of extra little bits and pieces, like little chairs and 3D caravans. Then you've got ready to make projects with all sorts of other things, and things like your low poly unicorn mask and that type of thing. Now, you've got an arrow on the right or the left if you want to go on to those sorts of things. But I'm going to take you back up the top now. And in the top, it says For Beginners. Now, if you are a beginner, even if you're not, this is a really handy little area to look through, because you can still search for your images if you want to up here, but it also gives you vinyl and projects and images. Now, again, we've got an arrow going to the right, and under vinyl, we've got Cricut Learn. Curious about vinyl? Take a free online course. Now, these are designed by Cricut, and they will take you through a free course. Now, those are actually free, and you will learn a lot in them if you want to, or you can pick whichever one of these you want to do, canister labels or whatever, and you can do those as well, and some of them just keep on going. So look at these things under here. It might take you a little while, but it'll give you something to do for at least half an hour. Now, I was in the projects there. Now I'm going to go to vinyl images. Now, these are some absolutely fabulous vinyl images. And just imagine using your adhesive foil or your shimmer vinyl, and they would be absolutely fabulous. There's a really cute little one for going on a kiddie's t-shirt. Now, you can see that I was in images and projects for the vinyl, but it doesn't stop there. They go to iron-on, and they give you projects and iron-on. Now, with your projects, you've got Cricut Learn again. Get to know iron-on. Take a free online course. Now, again, this is Cricut's free online course, and you can take that, just click on it, and it'll take you to where you need to go. Now, as well as the projects, which you can see are quite a lot in here, free expert-led courses online 24/7. So just check up what you've got in here. As well as these, you've got images. And again, you've got free online courses. Now, these are images that match with your iron-on. So if you want to do some iron-on things, look at these. Now, there's nothing to stop you doing these in multicolours, but for the moment, we're just looking at what you can do with them. And obviously, we've got into the beginners one, so we'll have a look at those. Now, under paper, you've got draw. So these are drawn on paper. Then you've got projects, and you can do projects with paper. And here's some beautiful daffodil flowers and some 3D pine trees. And if, of course, you click the arrow, you'll go to even more. Now, this plumeria flower is absolutely stunning when you do this, especially if you use a shimmer paper. And again, learn all about paper with free online courses. So if there isn't enough for you to already do, you can actually do more courses with Cricut, and they are free. So if we want layered areas with paper, now this little bee is absolutely stunning, and you can see he's got lots of colours in him. Now we'd have to put him on the mat to see how many colours and layers he's actually got. This may be a multiple layered project for you to do. And it says it's under layered projects, so it probably is. And these are some absolutely pretty things that you can put in wherever you like. And they're very pretty to go on the wall and add to other things as well. Now, we come down and it says customise your text. Now, there's vacation sand ornaments. There's Cricut machine cuties. And we go further down, there's infusible ink. Hang on, I think we missed one. No, customise your text. And that's there. Then we've got infusible ink in both projects and images again. So these are simple images that you can use with your infusible ink. And if we come back to projects, oh, here it is again. Get tips and support in our Facebook group for beginners. So there you go. You can join the group from there. So there's lots of things. Now here's Cricut Learn again. Beginners love these free online workshops. Why not try a few? There's some amazing things you can do in this. And Loved Ones is a coaster, as well as these other coasters. Oh, excuse me, I'm getting a bit croaky. Now, this one was projects, and again, images. So we've got the images and things there. Now, if we come all the way back up to the top again, we were in for beginners. So let's go back and see what else they've got for us. And as well as your home screen, which opens up, I'm not going to wait. Oh, there we go. It's already loaded for me. Now we've got holiday ideas, and again, table decor, and you've got table projects, activity placemats. Yeah, that sounds like an awesome thing, especially for the kids when they're home and they need to do something. Take a look at them, because they are really interesting. Now you've got your 3D projects. Now 3D projects have always been my favourite. I absolutely love them. So try them. Here's a monstera leaf, and it looks like it's curved. Have a look and see what they've done with it. Then you've got all the more over here. I like those cute little acorns. They're quite nice. Now, you've got your table projects back again in the front. And if we go down, if you're celebrating Hanukkah, you've got your images. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that because I can't see it properly either. And then you've got projects. So we'll come into there. And there's some interesting projects in there for Hanukkah. I think I might be pronouncing that wrong too. I think it might be Hanukkah. So just goes to show that I don't actually celebrate it. So if we come down, here's holiday cards, and here's your different holiday cards. And again, we've got Hanukkah, we've got Noel cards, we've got Christmas cards and joy cards, and you've got a lot of them there. Now, these are for the Cricut Joy. You've also got Cricut Maker and Explore. So if you like the Cricut Joy ones, but you haven't got a Cricut Joy, go to the Cricut Maker and Explore cards, and you'll see that there's lots more there as well. Now, winter images. Now we've got Santa, and Santa in the Northern Hemisphere, of course, is winter. But of course, in the Southern Hemisphere, where I am, it's Santa needs to be in shorts and a t-shirt because we're in the heat. So you've got lots of things, and of course you've got extra bits. Now you can put a face or body in here for Santa, and there's lots and lots of things you can do in here. I'm going to go back to the beginning because I'm going to go for stockings. Now, here's some stockings that you can make for Christmas, and you can make them out of cardstock, you can make them out of material. But it's amazing how well they come out. They are gorgeous. Then, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere and you've got the heat, you might like to do a few little snowflakes to put around to make you think that it's actually getting colder. And sometimes with the heat that we've got down here, it would be quite nice to be a little bit cooler. There's pretty little snowflakes. Now you can cut them out in vinyl and put them on your windows, and it makes them really pretty. Now, if we keep going down on this one, we've got Christmas projects, we've got Santa sacks, and there's quite a number of Santa sacks there, as well as advent calendars. Now, this is an amazing number of things. Now, these are all in Access, and Access in New Zealand is $14.99 a month. And I think for the number of images you get, it's just not worth not having. Now, if we go across here, our Christmas images just keep on coming. And of course, Santa does come down to the Southern Hemisphere, so he brings his surfboard. Now, here's gift ideas. You've got gift wrapping, you've got wine bags, and you can now actually get wine bags that are both in cotton or polyester, so you could use these for your cotton bags, or you could use them for your polyester bags with infusible ink. And then our latest ta-da is the mugs. And if you've got a mug press, I'm sure that you're going absolutely ballistic with it, just the same as all my friends and I are. So those are all your mugs. Well, they're not all your mugs, but there are a lot of mugs in there just to start. Now, we've gone through all these. You can go see more, and see more gives us a whole lot more things to have a look at. Now, I'm just saying, if you haven't got anything to do, or if you think you're bored, just go in and have a look at what's on the list. Now, we went to the holiday ideas. Now they've got, as well as that, because everybody needs to label things, we're going to go everything labels. Now, I didn't think they'd have very much under this, but my goodness, it says label your world, and they've got a huge number of things under label your world. But then you can go down and it gives you shapes and outlines. Now, these are the simple shapes and outlines. Now, there's often that you want to do some labeling and you just like to keep the things that are like dried fruit in the one type of label. But now, instead of just having to have a square one, you can have different types of labels. As well as that, they can be used for other things as well. Now, if we go back up, we'll stay up here and we'll go to the decorative labels. And again, we've got, these ones are in black, but as you can see, they've got little inserts in them. Now, these little inserts, I think, are probably cut out. So you've got things that when you pick them up, you can have two pieces of them, and that's often quite neat. So we've done the shapes and outlines. Now let's go to the kitchen. Now here's conversion charts. I'm not sure whether you're like me, but sometimes 4 ounces is 4 ounces and it's not 100 mils. But if you want to know exactly how much it is, make yourself a conversion chart because they're always helpful and they're always a great gift to give as well. So you can do your conversion charts and then you can do your modern sayings. Now, these are absolutely lovely to go on wooden boards. You can do them in a frame or you can do them on canvases or you can just put them on a piece of paper and put them in a frame. And they're all able to be added to and you can do that as well. So you've got your conversion charts and your modern sayings there. Then we've got the pantry. Now, there's some things in here that I've never tasted, but we've always got something. And it's really neat when you've got things like baking powder and it tells you what it's for, cornmeal and what it is. And with children growing up and knowing exactly what things are, that's really good. It actually tells you how to pronounce some of these things, and for some of those, that's actually a good idea, especially when you haven't ever seen them. And I think I've seen popcorn, and I have actually seen most of those. I think it's one back at the start that I don't know. Oh yes, I've seen that. It's quinoa. Yep, looks like it's quinoa. I haven't ever seen or tasted that, so it'll be quite interesting to have a look at that. Now, if we go to farmhouse, we get the ones that look like they should be on the farmhouse pantry shelves, and I remember having a lot of these things in the pantry. Now we go to script, and we've got these written again in script writing for you. Remember, you can change the colours, you can change the backgrounds. So have a play around with them because, again, that's the pantry and it's very interesting. Now, going to the bathroom, we've got the cute ones, which are the ones that have popped up here, and you can label your bathroom and it keeps on going. Let's look at simple. Simple, again, you can label your bathroom and put all your toiletries in a cupboard or a drawer, and it's all there and you can remember where they are, and so can the kids remember where to put them back. Now, these are doodles, and these can be drawn. So if you have got little things that you want to put on things or remind you of where things are, just remember you can draw these, but you can also use foil to outline these as well, and that makes them really pretty. Now, if we keep coming down, we've got the laundry, and here's your words and icons, and again it goes off the page, so you just keep going to find out how many you've got. Then we've got quotes, and Mum's Laundry, help wanted. I'm sure there's always help wanted in Mum's Laundry. Sorting out life one load at a time. Now, these are lovely sayings for people's laundries. It can also be put into context in other ways, especially when you've got teenagers that come home. You can put a note on the door, laundry, self-help. So those are things you can do there. Then they've got the care instructions under here. Some of these care instructions I'm not sure about. Most of my things get washed and dried and then put out so that I can wear them again. But here's, if you need these, they're in there, and those are under care instructions for your laundry. Now, who doesn't want to get into the garage? And this is where your men folk come in, and some of the women folk, because they like to play around with nuts and bolts and drills. And here's the nuts and bolts and all the labels for them. Then we've got the icons, and this is really great because these can be used for icons for um, drawers or on boards so that you know where things go, but they can also be used for the kids to show them what different things are. So if you're not really quite sure whether it's a pick or a shovel or a spade, you can have a look in these and work them all out. And I remember seeing a lot of these in my childhood because my father used to do things and my husband used to do all sorts of things with wood and things. So he would have loved those in his garage. And then you've got your drill bits and labels. So again, we've got hole saws here and we've got all sorts of clamps and all manner of drill bits and things that you use with your drills and your screwdrivers and things like that. So they're all great there. And then we come down to the garden. And we've got the garden herbs and we've got lists for all those. And shallots and string beans, and it tells you what to grow in your garden. So all you need to do is put on the backs of your little things when to plant them. And then you've got your idea of you can dig up your garden at a certain time of year and plant at a certain time. And you can put little messages on the back and you can see what's in the front and you can do them that way. Then you've got your icons. Again, this is great for the kids or you for putting things in where you want to. And they're nice simple icons so that you can do them. And then you've got quotes. And these are lovely quotes. I quite like these to go on. Again, you can put them in frames. You can even put them on a mirror if you want to get really excited about things. You can etch your mirrors. You do that with etching cream, not your etching tool, by the way. But you can put all these, plant your dreams, and bloom where you are planted. They're lovely sayings and they can go in a lot of places. So you've got your quotes, your icons, your garden herbs, and we've come to the bottom now. But you can see with all these that they are another lot of things you can go through. And so I've just taken you through the new ones for everything labels, holiday ideas, and beginners. And if we come up to the hamburger menu and we go to canvas, and you can see my canvases up here. And the other thing that's new in this is that our shapes panel is different. Now the others remain the same, but we've got our score tool here. We've got two lots of triangles. We've got a diamond. And then we've got all our other shapes. We've got 2 stars in here now. One thing you'll notice that unless you have access, you've just got the 1 heart. But if you've got access, this lot comes with access. Now, these top ones here are free, as it says. And if you've got access, these ones are available to you as well. Now, the interesting thing about these is you do have different labels and things that you can do there. However, you've got what we call open paths. And the circle and the peaky piece here, it says an open-ended triangle. Now, these are open-ended. Now, that means they will not weld to anything. But if you have a square or a circle, you can put these in and it will cut out. So you can make a little piece that where your box ends here, you cut a little piece out of the box and you can tuck it in behind. And there is a lot of things you can do there. Now, you can't weld them, but you can put them together and attach them. So, for instance, if we're going to do this one, I'm not sure where he's going to end up on the map. Oh, there he is. Now, the other thing I notice is that they come in now at approximately 2 inches. Now, if I do a couple of these and bring them down, if I wanted to join them together, I could put them together. I can put them there. Now, I'll show you they won't attach, right? Oh, they will attach, but they won't weld together. But you could have them attached and it will cut out round the outside edge like that. Now, that's a really handy thing to have. And I know that recently people have been, whoops, let's go back again. They've been wanting to have the open paths and now they're right there for you to use. And of course you can search for more if you want to. So have a look at what's in 6.17. It is actually an amazing rollout and these will be there for you now. And if you've got access, you have just an amazing array of things that you can get to. So I will finish there now. Go and have a play. Go and have a look at all the things that are new. And some of them aren't new. Some of them you just need to have found before, but now it's so much easier to find them. When you come to your home page, you can automatically search for whatever you want in here, and it comes up with your featured images and your projects. Remember your playlist, and remember by going into all these things, you can find that if you go to learn.cricut.com, you can find their learning videos and things, and you will have an amazing array of things there in short videos so that you can learn how to work with all these things Cricut. I hope that's been of some interest to you, and I'll say goodbye and go back and do some work. Thank you for watching.